It is the return of one of our favorite social justice warriors. It has been a while since I have had the pleasure of talking about Megan Rapinoe. To be honest with you, I had forgotten all about her. She's been off my radar. She's kind of faded into the background lately. I think the last time we talked about Megan Rapinoe, it had to do with that god awful mural of her that it was painted on the side of a building. I think it was in Minneapolis. For those of you that don't know, some tree hugging artist painted a massive picture of Megan Rapinoe on the side of a building. It is Megan Rapinoe in all her glory, arms spread wide open, like she is standing on top of a mountain, waiting for all of her sheep to bow their knee and worship her. This mural has become a tourist attraction in the Twin Cities. A handful of people every day stop by to pay their respects to their fearless leader. Dear Megan, please watch over and protect me today. Lead me on the path of social justice and true utopia. A woman. Normally, statues and murals are given to people who actually accomplish something that is meaningful, that impacts society. I'm not going to take anything away from Megan Rapinoe. She is an accomplished soccer player. Credit where credit is due. I don't mind giving her credit for that. But she is not iconic. She is not on the level to where murals and statues or murals should be painted of her. When you think of iconic figures, not just in sports, I'm talking iconic, mainstream figures. Barack Obama, iconic. First black president, John F. Kennedy, iconic. Michael Jordan, iconic. Muhammad Ali, iconic. Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Marilyn Monroe. All of these people are iconic. And then you get to Megan Rapinoe. Megan Rapinoe? She's not even a household name. In order to be an icon, people have to care. No one gives a shit about women's soccer, at least here in America. Can you list the on-field accomplishments of Megan Rapinoe? She's more known for her radical ideology than anything that she has accomplished in soccer. If anything, Megan Rapinoe has damaged women's soccer in this country. Over half the country is disgusted by her. She's not drawing people to watch her play. Megan Rapinoe has managed to find a way back into the headlines, although this story has not really been picked up by the mainstream media. Even conservative outlets that usually pick up stories on Megan Rapinoe have ignored this one. And the reason being, I think, after a while, the shock and awe wears off. You can only shock people for so long. You can only piss people off for so long until they get tired of hearing about you. I believe middle America is getting to that point or has reached that point with Megan Rapinoe. She was being interviewed by Kathy Park Hong on Instagram. Now, who is Kathy Park Hong? I have no idea. Didn't care enough about her to do any research. She did write a book detailing the historical treatment of Asian Americans in the United States. It may be factual, it may be woke bullshit. I really don't know. But for her to be wasting time interviewing someone like Megan Rapinoe, I'm thinking Kathy Park Hong is likely woke. But that's just speculation on my part. During this interview, the topic of American history was mentioned. Megan Rapinoe claimed American history is gross and violent and hateful. And to be honest with you, she's right. But it's important to learn from that history. Megan Rapinoe can't be bothered with that, though. She said, we have such a small understanding and narrow view of American history. Don't you think that's part of the problem? For decades, they have been teaching a watered down version of history in schools, not to mention the fact that the damn social justice warriors spent last summer tearing down emblems of American history. But now, all of a sudden, Megan Rapinoe is worried about American history, but only the history that she wants you to know about. She also dropped another gem in this interview. She claimed white people, us evil white people. She claimed that we should surrender power and leadership to people who have been marginalized. Power should be given to people who have been excluded in the past. Now, I don't mind diversity. I think people should have representation by people who are similar to them, whether that be similar race, preferably similar beliefs and ideology. It should not matter what color you are. You should vote for people that share your beliefs. But here's the thing. Obviously, Megan Rapinoe has not done her research. I know that's surprising. I know it's surprising. An athlete speaking on politics who doesn't know shit about politics. I'll give you a second while you contain your disbelief. According to Pew Research, today, right now, we have the most diverse Congress in the history of the country. Minorities make up 26% of the House of Representatives, 11% of the Senate. 124 lawmakers are from minority communities. 20 years ago, that number stood at 62. Back in 1945, 1% of Congress, 1%, was made up of minorities. Now, as you can see, America has come a long way. But people like Megan Rapinoe will continue to claim America is racist. This country has a deep-seated hatred for anything non-white. Clearly, that is bullshit. How can a racist country have 26% minority representation? How can a racist country elect a black president, a woman vice president, a woman black vice president? 26% is not enough. We must have more. According to the most recent census data, I pulled this information straight from the government website, census.gov. So if this information is inaccurate, blame Joe Biden. I'm kidding. According to the most recent census data, 76% of the country is white. Now, just to be clear, this number includes whites and Hispanics. If you break it down, 60% white, 18.5% Hispanic. I know those two numbers don't add up to 76, but this is the government we're talking about. I think the other 2.5% comes from mixed race. Hell, I don't know. But the point is, 76% of the country, according to the government, identify as white, meaning 24% are minority. Okay, all right. So 24% of the country identifies as minority. 26% of Congress has minority representation. Now, I'm no Rhodes Scholar, but that seems pretty damn balanced to me. There was one more telling comment from Megan Rapinoe in this interview, and I'm going to quote her verbatim for you. Quote, I try to spend less time explaining to the people responsible for the issues I want to change and more with people working to dismantle it, end quote. That sentence should tell you all you need to know about the social justice movement, about Megan Rapinoe. How many times have I said these people can't build or create anything? All they have the ability to do is destroy it. Megan Rapinoe said it herself. She's not worried about educating people. She's not worried about changing minds. She's spending more and more of her time working with people to dismantle it. Now, what does that mean? Well, they're trying to dismantle the system. They're trying to get rid of capitalism. What is one of the key issues Megan Rapinoe promotes? Equal pay. Women should be paid the same as men. In a capitalistic system, there is no such thing as equal. You are paid what you're worth. You're paid based off of your perceived value. Megan Rapinoe is going to be paid more than me to play soccer because she is a better soccer player than I am. They want a system where everyone is equal. It's all balanced. Everyone's paid fairly. But what they don't tell you is everyone will be paid equally low, while the people in power keep all the money for themselves. Let me know what you guys think about this interview with Megan Rapinoe. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, kc_btl84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.